Hey everyone, welcome to today's thrilling episode of Workplace Drama, where Manager Zhu faces a new round of layoff games. The new president called in Manager Zhu, hoping he could create a to-be-eliminated list to help the company save some bucks. Manager Zhu reluctantly returned to his office. New president's words echoed, "Must we really fire people?" Manager Zhu looked down, seeing the gossiping hippo and fox. He saw those nimble movers playing cards, and for a moment Manager Zhu felt utterly torn. He decided to take his assistant to the karaoke room after work to sort out the layoff list together. But everyone had their reasons to be let go or kept, and after some deep thinking, Manager Zhu came up with a bold plan. With the newly compiled list freshly in his grasp, Manager Zhu confidently walked into the office of the new president. However, the president instantly saw through his schemes with merely a single glance. "Then I'll find someone capable to handle this," thought the new president, leaving Manager Zhu all flustered. Faced with this awkward situation, Manager Zhu could only crank up the air conditioning as a little cost-cutting strategy, only to find everyone grow. Luckily, coming home to see his two daughters gave Manager Zhu a newfound motivation to move forward. "Eddie, the latest tablet is totally awesome." The two little girls clamored for him to buy one. The old tablet was already outdated, and the new one was the real deal, but Manager Zhu firmly declined. Actually, not only the company cut costs, the new president drove by the drunken gamer guy and superhero that night. So he smilingly took them to a restaurant, where they ordered the overpriced steak and drank until the world went dark. The new president used this opportunity to chit-chat, hoping to extract some improvements for Manager Zhu from them, so the company could thrive. But the drunken Riazi and Diane had no second thoughts and bluntly shared all the gossip about Manager Zhu. As a result, the surprise transfer order arrived the next day, and Manager Zhu was sent to the so-called Career Experience office. He intended to argue, yet found the new president had the recording, forcing Manager Zhu to accept his new role. Arriving at the Career Experience office, he found it was completely empty and older than the security room. Manager Zhu sat idly in this useless office, where only reminiscing became his unique time killer. 30 years ago, he was young, had hair, and performed well at work. Back then, everyone was, but when exactly was he thrown away by this year? Was it refusing new software or losing his temper at new employees? Or was it when he couldn't bring himself to fire subordinates he considered family? Manager Zhu was unsure, but he couldn't tell his family. He was the family breadwinner. He couldn't fall apart. When he saw news about increasing middle-age depression, his two daughters pointed at him. Manager Zhu remained silent. Previously, he told kids, depression's just an excuse, bravery sells all. But now he quietly finished his meal, grabbed his briefcase, and walked out the door to the station. However, he didn't get on the train. Going to the office felt meaningless, so he sat in the park all day and perhaps just leave. Next day, Manager Zhu came to the park again. Subtitles. He opened the lunchbox that his wife had prepared, but on that particular day, he didn't do anything at all. Suddenly, he remembered his daughters wanted the new tablet, but the price made his heart race. His current salary just couldn't manage. Manager Zhu ignored the salesperson and quietly left the store, only to spot a convenience store that was hiring on the way. So Manager Zhu quit his cushy job to become a store clerk, but he couldn't even understand the radio the young clerks used. He could only use an abacus, which often got him schooled by the younger staff, so frustrating. And all of this was seen by Riazi outside the store, who couldn't believe this clerk was his former. Just then, two girls suddenly appeared and whisked Riazi away. They were Manager Zhu's daughters. Subtitle. They had already detected the abnormalities long ago, secretly trailed their dad, discovered the truth, and the memories of Riazi lingered in their hearts. He vaguely realized he must have said something he shouldn't have during a drinking session with the president, leading to today's outcome. Riazi wants to help Manager Zhu. Despite his fierce look, had supported Zhu before, so he'll step up now. Though feeling helpless, Riazi sought help from his boyfriend, but he dared not lend a hand and had to remain silent, so frustrating. He kept asking for help, but no matter who he sought out, in the end, nobody could assist him. Ryuzi sought her boyfriend Huey-chan, but he was busy, saying intervention was unnecessary since manager Zhu resigned voluntarily. Besides, Ryuzi shouldn't feel guilty. Survival of the fittest is just how it goes. Ryuzi wanted to continue, but Huey-chan was swamped with work and had no time to discuss it. Finally, Ryuzi found old friends Mei and Wulai, but they told him that manager Zhu had voluntarily resigned, and he knew. However, Ryuzi only aimed to help manager Zhu, disregarding who resigned. He eventually found the HR manager, who slowly spoke up. "You chose to resign, didn't you, director?" "Yes." "Then, what exactly did others say to you?" "Hey, how did you figure that out?" "Hehe, just knowing. I intended to help the director. It's no big deal, right? However, it seems no one was there to help me."